What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Once a Project
Podcast.
Brought to you by your
Host
Brandon Lara. Joining me is my co-host
Jackie.
For some reason, this Red Bull, the outside of it is like weird.
It has overspray.
Oh, that's what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I should have cleaned it then, huh?
Well, I washed it.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. The top was really bad, but I washed it. I washed it for you.
You don't have anything close, huh? That's fine. I mean, I breathe in paint every day for my living, so.
Yeah, I don't think your lungs are doing too well at this point. A little paint that you drink here and then won't cause any harm.
Damn. Well, welcome, guys, to another episode.
Non-sponsored by
Red Bull.
Oh, did you hear that they're coming out with a new one? I think in June, and it looks really good.
Red Bull. Oh, goodness. New flavor?
In June, I think.
Oh.
It looks really good.
I wonder what it is. The apricot one wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't. No. I don't know. I saw it on Facebook.
Huh.
Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Once a Project Podcast. We already said that. Hope everyone's doing good, having a great day. And yeah, guys, by the time you're listening to this episode, it should be Monday. So let's get the fucking week going. Let's go out there and crush it. Let's go out there and freaking stomp on work and the goals that we set. And let's have a fucking good week. I think we need a good week, you know? I think lately, if you agree with me, cool. If you don't, then great. But I think lately it's been like the weeks have been slow. So let's go out and make sure this week we freaking crush it. And yeah, let's make some goals. I'm going to make some goals for this week, and you guys will be a part of it. So
sorry.
It's okay, go ahead.
Juneberry.
Ooh.
Look.
Ooh.
That looks fucking good.
That looks good. So I'm going to make some goals for this week, because last week I noticed myself not doing a lot of things that I obviously like to do.
Maybe you should use your planner.
Right now, huh? Mm-hmm. My planner on my phone?
Or at least put it down on your notes. And then later you can put it in your planner.
Yeah, and I have some Instagram stories but I have some Instagram things that I have saved up that I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
But, okay, I'm going to put it on my reminders. Cool. Goals for the week.
Wake up.
For real.
Try and
goals
wake up.
For the week.
Try to go to work on time.
So we have a reminder set. I'm going to do that later. But
I thought you were going to write them down, though.
Right
your
now.
Goals. As you're going to...
Do you want to write them down? That way I'm not on my phone. But I'm going to do...
a sticky note for you.
I'm going to do 3 to 5 goals, okay? So, the first goal is wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. All right? That's the first goal. Get back on the gym track. So wake up at 5 a.m. Second goal will be read at least 2 pages of my book a night or a day, whatever comes first. I haven't been reading lately, and that's just because I got caught up with, I don't know, other things, I guess. Distractions more than anything. Third goal is, what's the third goal that I want to accomplish? I want to catch up to date on the episodes on YouTube. We have posted up YouTube videos now. There's 2 YouTube videos up there now, episode 11, episode 14. Episode 15 will come later, either tonight or tomorrow. So we're recording on Sunday right now. So it's either going to be up tonight or tomorrow night.
Meal prepping.
Meal prepping.
For you.
For me. So that's 4 goals, right? And then the last one is I want to upload at least 1 short or reel, whatever they're called, a day. So that's 5 in total, right? Or 6, I mean. Next Sunday, when we record our podcast for the episode of that week, then we'll come back to you guys and see how it goes. But I encourage you all listening to me right now on Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday night, whenever you're listening to this podcast, I encourage you to go put down at least between 1 and 3 goals that are manageable for you, right?
Yep.
That you can do. Go do that, and then DM me or DM Jackie or the podcast Instagram, the OAP official, and let us know how you did.
Slide in the DM.
Yeah. And let us know how you did, and we're in this together. I think this is great for all you guys that are listening, which is like not that many people, but still. Enough people. We can get something going here. But anyways, I'm drinking Red Bull.
At 4:56 p.m.
Yeah.
Tell us, why are you drinking a Red Bull at 6:54 p.m. on a Sunday? Let us know.
Man, where do I start?
Oh, shut up.
No, I just today it's been one of those days where it seems like you're not doing a lot, but all the moving, all the going here, going there, does carry some weight on you. And for some reason, I don't know if you guys have experienced this before, but sometimes, like today, I slept in a little bit, right? Like yesterday, I woke up earlier than today, and I woke up today though, and I was tired from the moment I woke up. Like my eyes just felt heavy, you know? So I don't know if it's because maybe I overslept or what's going on. But yeah.
I feel like that too, but I don't know.
Is it me or is it hot in here?
No, do not open that window.
It's a little hot in here.
Open it just for you. A tiny little bit right there.
It's hot in this room. But I want to talk to you about something that's going on around the world. And you've heard me talk about this often.
You scared?
And I'm concerned. And I want to know what you think and what you think everything's leading to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, now, I'm not a professional, but I've listened to enough podcasts about this that I'm like, okay, I can kind of get the sense of what's going on. And I've put some of my friends on there, and they're kind of getting worried too. So
you're out here worrying your friends.
I'm a worried person.
You're a warrior.
Don't come near me if you don't want to get worried. I'm just playing.
For real, guys.
I'm just playing, guys. No, but what do you think about the UFOs that are being shot down? There's been 4 so far.
Already 4?
Yeah. And there's a video of one that got shot down in Alaska. And you look at that thing and it looks weird. It looks like it's from what's that one movie? Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think there's aliens?
I still don't.
You don't think there's aliens?
Mm-mm.
Did we talk about this already?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But it's getting crazy because a lot of people think that it's... Okay, I'm going to close this now.
Told you.
A lot of people think it's aliens, but I was listening to a podcast and this guy was like, everyone wants them to be aliens, but the honest truth, it's not that sexy. It's probably just a drone from another country or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
It sounds more like that, honestly.
But
I'd go with that.
What's scary about it though is that it's a lot of them, and there's some things going on over in Russia and China that are a bit worrying. Like they're getting a little bit more heated. There's some of the actions that the U.S. has done in the past couple months, a year or whatnot. Mm-hmm. That's really concerning, you know?
Yeah.
And I think to myself, what if there is a World War III? What?
I mean, shit,
happens?
there might be. You've been talking about it so much, I'm starting to fucking believe it. Because I don't really listen to podcasts like that or anything. And like you said, they're not on the news.
Yeah, and a lot of it is that the news doesn't really put out what's going on. It's propaganda, right? It's things that they want you to listen to. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you go on the news right now, they're still talking about Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And it's been how many years since he's been president? Right?
Yeah.
And so it's crazy how the news isn't saying, hey.
They just put out whatever they want.
Yeah. And it's political. I mean, it's political things and that's what it is. But
and a lot of the things they put out there are fake.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
A lot of the things.
There's a podcast on the guests are Crystal Bell and Sager and Jetty, and they're political people, right? And they talk about in that podcast kind of what's really going on and how much the tension in Russia and Ukraine is going up, you know? And the reason being is because the U.S. is supplying Ukraine with military supplies, like tanks, like guns, ammo, money, and Russia's taking that almost as a threat.
Well, yeah, I mean,
so
they're getting all these fucking supplies basically ready to...
Yeah. So if Russia takes that as a threat, right, then that means that they're not going to stop.
Yeah.
With Ukraine, they're going to try to come over and fuck us up.
All I see when you talk about this is that movie.
What's that one called? All Quiet on the Western Front?
Something like that, yeah.
Go look at it. It's on Netflix. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. It's really dark. It's
long, but it's good since the moment you started.
It ruined, like that movie put a lot into perspective.
Yeah.
You know, because sometimes you don't think about, like, sometimes, you know, we are so, like, these generations, right? Right now, it's really hard to find someone from World War II that's still alive. Mm-hmm. You know, 1945, how many years is that now?
Too many.
Something like...
Yeah, I mean, they have to be, what, 100 and something?
I don't know, yeah, something. They're older, right?
Yeah.
But now we haven't had a war like that, like World War II in a long time, that it's almost like we forget what they had to go through, what those soldiers, those families back then went through. And this movie, what it does, it puts into perspective.
That's 78 years ago?
So, I mean, if you're a little kid at that time, you're 80 years old now. And you didn't experience what was really going on. But if you're a 30-year-old man, you're dead right now.
Yeah.
You'll be 100 years old. So that movie, All Quiet on the Western Front, it really put into perspective what war looks like. Because, I mean, I'm not going to spoil it, but the way it starts is that these friends are, like, all excited, right, to go sign up on this war that's going on. It's World War I in that movie, but they're excited to, you know, fight against...
They don't know what they're going into.
Yeah, they don't know what it looks like. They don't know anything, but they're excited to get into war and be a soldier and protect their country and fight for their country. Like, that's what they want to do, right? Mm-hmm. So that's how it starts off. They're all excited. It's 4 friends. And then throughout the movie, you see the friends crumble and get killed. And then...
Okay, you're spoiling it.
Spoiler alert, 1, 2, 3. And then you see how, you know, how things turn into what war really is like.
And it really did fuck them up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a sad movie.
Yep.
And it just looks so real.
Everything looks so real in the sense of you can really feel what the character's going through.
Yeah.
Like, one of probably the saddest... should I spoil it or no?
What you gonna say?
When he, like, turns...
Sure.
So one of the really sad scenes is this friend. I'm just going to tell the first friend that dies. So this friend of his, they get into this bunker and they're getting bombarded, right? And he's like, oh, I'm all scared. No. Like, I want to go home. This guy, and he has glasses on. He's like, I want to go home, telling his friend. And then they get bombarded. The bunker collapses on them. So they're collapsed there. This guy gets discovered, right? Non-glasses guy. And he's like, where am I? You know? He starts walking because immediately he goes back into war. Like, there's no break. There's no timeout. Immediately,
it's not like you can hide.
Yeah, immediately you're back into it. Mm-hmm. So as he's walking, you know, he steps on his friend's glasses. and he turns him over, or he steps on it.
And he hears it.
Yeah.
Hears them just break, and he's like, what is that?
Right.
So he goes to reach for whatever he stepped on, and it's the friend's glasses.
So then he keeps walking down a little bit, and that's where he sees him laying down. He turns him over, and the friend is just, I think half of his body was bombed.
Something like that.
Or something like that, and then he just sees his friend there just laying there.
And
dead.
he can't, it's not like he can sit there and cry and hug this friend. No, he has to forget his friend and
keep fighting. Like, that's insane.
And try to survive.
Yep. I mean, these guys were, they were hungry too. Like, you could see how much the hunger was, how big it was. And at some point, cold, muddy. I mean, it really puts into perspective. War is not as like, sometimes it's like fantasized, you know? Like, sometimes I feel like it can be glamorized.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for, glamorized. But it's not. When you're in there, it's insane. And then the saddest part is the end of the movie. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell it, but
shit.
That's some shit. Like, go watch it. It's really good. But ever since seeing that movie and knowing what's going on currently, it's been 80 years. Right? It's been 80 years since we had a war.
I don't think I'd ever want to send my husband or whatever to.
Child, imagine. Your kid. You know? Especially,
you can get killed in seconds.
Yeah.
Like, just like that, you're dead.
Especially now, like, now the army is receives anyone, right? Girl, guy, doesn't matter. You're in it, right?
Yeah.
So it's scary, but yeah, I was thinking about it, like, it's been 80 years since we've had a world war.
Because at first when we were watching it, you were like, yeah, I'd go and this and that, and then you were like, never mind. Like, that's some scary
if I was
shit.
forced to go, then I have no choice.
Yeah,
but if it was up to me, no, I don't want to go to war. Like,
not no more after that movie.
Not no more after that movie. That shit's it was something. It's a long movie though. It's 2 hours. 2 hours and something.
It's really good though. Ever since the beginning.
Oh yeah, it starts really freaking good.
It ends pretty good too. I just was not expecting that.
Such a plot twist at the end, huh?
Yeah. I was like, what crazy. The hell?
I was not expecting it too. Yeah. And it just makes it even more sad. Yeah. Because you're like, that's reality. Mm-hmm. That's really reality, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's getting scary, you know? For me, it's getting scary. And maybe I'm just a fucking tinfoil head and I'm just thinking and believing all these things. But I know for a fact that I listen to smarter people than me, and what they're saying makes sense. What's crazy to me is that not a lot of people like think about that or care about that. They're just like, whatever, you know? Yeah. But there's a lot of things out in the other parts of the world. So, what would you do if we went to war?
I have no clue what I would do, honestly.
What would you...
I'm not prepared for that at all.
Me neither.
I mean, no, I'm just...
How do you prepare for that?
You don't.
You don't, huh? There's no preparation.
Like, it's going to happen. If it happens, it's going to happen from one day to another. It's not like you're going to have a month to... Okay, we're going to war in a month, so you have to start preparing yourself. It's not like that.
Well, you know what's scarier now, though, is that there's nukes. So in that movie, there wasn't any nukes, right? Mm-hmm. Like nuclear war. Yeah. Now there's nukes where it's literally radiation that can just destroy cities. Mm-hmm. That's the scarier part, right? Is that it wouldn't be so much of like fighting. I mean, it would be, but it also would be like at any given moment, a country can send a nuke. And if it hits a big city, imagine like hitting New York or something like, or Chicago.
How does that work?
A nuke?
Yeah.
It's the bomb, right? That flies over, explodes, and then it's radiation, so it spreads as if it was like it doesn't spread like throughout the whole country, but it spreads within the city. So it ends up, it's like, it's radiation. It ends up like killing, like, ever seen Chernobyl?
No.
So there's a show on HBO called Chernobyl, and that shows about the nuclear plants that exploded in Russia, and it shows how this nuclear plant literally killed almost everyone in this town, and the way it killed them slowly, but their skin would their flesh would like deteriorate. You know, what's that word I'm looking for?
Deteriorate.
Yeah, and it would become like almost like slime, just falling off their.
But so how does it spread over here with the when you're talking about?
Well, it wouldn't spread. It'd be where it hits, but it would spread to a certain amount because explosion would be so big, right? So what they would need to do is like quarantine essentially that part that it hit. And the thing with that is that you can't take it away through a disinfectant or anything like that. You have to let time kind of work its way there, and you essentially have to dig it up. Like right now in Russia, Chernobyl, that place, it's still being affected by that radiation. Like you can't go there because you'll like breathe it in or whatnot, and it'll start killing you from the inside out.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty scary. We actually have a nuclear plant here.
Yeah.
Now, but apparently that one's pretty safe.
Yeah.
But
Who knows? Honestly, who knows what goes on in there too?
yeah, I want to have a rad tech. I might have I think I have a friend who's a rad tech. He's a radiation technician or something like that. And I might have him on to talk to him about that stuff. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I'm scared of. There was I think it's called I forgot the city, but the U.S. dropped the first nuclear bomb on a Japanese town or something like that. I think the bomb was called like Big Boy or something like that, or Little Boy.
Yeah.
And that town, it literally killed everyone in there. And that town, you still can't go. Like, it's quarantined off, so it's blocked off, and you can't go. You can go through tourist guides, but you can't go into like the city, only from the outside. So
That sucks.
yeah, it's scary shit, and that's what I'm scared of, truly.
Yeah.
Because how do you escape all that? You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
So let's take a volcano. Do you know the Yellowstone volcano?
Mm-hmm.
That one's the one. That one probably is the one that scares me the most.
We're close to it too.
Yeah, we're right above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's probably the one that scares me the most because it's a super volcano, and they say it's as big as it's the biggest volcano in the world, right? It's past due on its time to erupt.
Oh yeah.
So we're lucky, one.
But whenever that shit fucking decides to.
Imagine we're just sitting here filming a podcast and boom, all of a sudden we hear like a tremble. Yeah. Like an earthquake. That'd be some scary shit. It's scary to think about, huh?
Yeah.
Or but
and imagine the people that have kids.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You run to the mountains, you get away. But you get away from here. Yeah. Because they say that volcano it's so big that it would destroy the west coast of the United States. Yeah. So that's talking Oregon, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Salt Lake, Colorado, Texas, part of Texas, Cali. And that it would, because of the ash and all the bad stuff, like all the blackness, it would change the world's climate. Like that would actually change the world's climate. So we would go through a phase of no sun because it would cover the skies.
God, that fucking suck.
Yeah. It's fucking big.
Yeah, that one is a little scary.
Yeah.
For sure.
So.
Just knowing that it's right here.
Mm-hmm. And no one thinks about that. That's the thing. Like, no one thinks about this stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, I do, but maybe there's some other crazy guys out there like me or crazy girls that think about this stuff. Yeah. And then the other scary one, too, is the San Andreas Fault. You know which one that one is, right? So, San Andreas Fault, I think it's called.
No, I haven't heard about it.
So, I think don't quote me on this, but I think it's like tectonic plates.
Oh.
And it's a line that goes, it's long as hell. It's like this, right? And if one of them goes over the other or something like that, or they spread apart, California is done for. You ever see San Andreas with Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Mm-mm.
So that movie, it's basically what would happen if that happened.
I feel like I have for some reason.
Crazy thing,
probably have.
You probably have. Crazy thing with that, though, is that if the San Andreas fault ends up, like, moving, guess what's going to erupt? The volcano.
Yeah.
Yep. Because it's such a massive force of tectonic plates moving that it would erupt for sure. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
So that would fuck up. Consider me dead.
That'd fuck us up real good.
Consider this podcast dead. You know?
Buy subscribers.
Buy subscribers. Go check us out on YouTube. We're up on YouTube now. How do you feel about us being up on YouTube? We have 2 videos up there in a reel.
No, you
short.
have 3, don't you?
No, 2.
2?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like 3 because of the reel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know you can get paid off reels now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, a lot of people now on Instagram are getting paid like that too.
Yeah, and Twitter. You know Twitter's paying for videos, right? You can upload long videos, like hour-long videos.
Really? Mm-hmm. I have Twitter. I get on it.
And paid for it.
But
yeah, you have to pay for the blue check mark. I think it's like $5 or $7 a month. Mm-hmm. And then you can upload videos and whatnot and reels and all that stuff, I think, and get paid based off the views that you get off that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's hard to grow a following on Twitter though.
Yeah, that's the weirdest thing for me.
I feel like Instagram is a lot easier, and Facebook, getting friends and stuff. But Twitter, not a lot of people use Twitter.
Yeah, ever since it became super left, left wing, super woke, where they were banning people for saying something that they didn't agree with their political views. Ever since then, Twitter kind of just sank, you know?
Plus, Twitter's for the fucking freaks.
Why?
They be posting some shit on there. It's basically like OnlyFans type of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but now that Elon Musk bought it, it might have a comeback. It just might. I thought about investing in Twitter, actually, which didn't, though. Mm-hmm. But... yeah, apparently you can do that. But what's crazy to me is how, I don't know what it is. Like, what do you think it is that can grow a channel or someone's following so much in a year? Like, what would you consider the factors are for growing a channel?
I feel like it depends a lot on the person you are.
Yeah.
Because if you're just like, hi guys, today, like, no, you have to be out there.
Like you
have to be fun. You have to be doing things.
Yeah. Oh, guys, we also filmed our first vlog.
Oh yeah.
We have our first vlog. Now we haven't decided the YouTube name on it, and we haven't. Basically, I just have the footage. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't have anything else.
What have you posted on? No, never mind. I was gonna say, what have you posted on the YouTube one? For the OAP?
Like it created a separate channel?
No, like the same channel.
Oh, the thing with that is that the name on the YouTube channel is Once a Project Podcast.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So it's dedicated for the podcast.
If not, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
because you'd be having podcasts and also be having like little vlogs, which would be nice.
Maybe I can change the name. But the thing with that,
instead of podcast, kind of just take off the podcast.
Yeah, just leave Once a Project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe I can try, but I don't know. But the thing with that is, though, that's why these YouTubers be creating like 5-6 channels because
they're earning money from here, from there.
Yeah, they earn money through those 5 channels.
Like I have this girl. She has her own fucking channel.
Now, props to her for fucking making YouTube a career.
She's smart. She's very fucking smart. So she has her own YouTube channel.
Yep.
Then she has her boyfriend. And then a little after they got together, they decided to make a channel together. now they're doing a whole ass podcast together.
Yep.
Her sister, her younger sister, started doing YouTube as well, and she's doing really good.
Yeah.
Her older sister is also doing YouTube, and she's also doing really good, along with her husband.
And then the boyfriend's brother has a YouTube channel too.
Who?
The boyfriend's brother, the little brother.
Oh yeah, he just started one, I think.
Yeah. The thing with this is that at least for me in our situation, the editing time is complicated. Mm-hmm. To find editing time for all that, I think they have editors. That's why they're able
I think
to.
she just pays her sister.
Yeah,
but who knows now?
They blast out content like crazy.
Oh yeah,
but
and it's not like 6 minutes. It's like at least 14.
But good, it's good to know like they're building like a roadmap, you know. Because I look at that, I'm like, that's pretty damn cool. How they're making YouTube literally a career.
Yeah, and it's also really nice that she's very giving to her parents now.
Yeah. And so that's super cool to see. Is that
like her parents have their own I think construction company or some shit like that.
Uh-huh.
But she helps them a ton.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to be hitting the point soon, I'd say maybe in the next year or two, where her parents can stop working completely.
I don't know if he would want that.
Because
I'm pretty sure he could have stopped by now, because they only have like a little son now.
Oh, okay.
But also, she invests.
Yeah, she was talking about buying her second rental home.
Well, right? She bought a home that she flipped, a really bad, ugly, freaking, it was falling apart, you know? She flipped it, and now she's renting it. I never got to see that video because it got deleted.
Oh.
Like, I don't know what she did, and it got deleted, so she couldn't post it.
Yeah.
And now she just thinks it's weird to go because people are already renting the place. But she also, before that, she made her own little house right next to her parents. So she basically added more
to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool to see kind of how like she's not just making YouTube videos. Cause listen,
and now she has a fucking townhome that she fucking flipped however the fuck she wanted.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, she's thinking about another one.
Yeah, no, but it's cool for me. What's cool to see is that because this YouTube money, right? Like it's not gonna last forever. I don't feel like, just because you hit a certain age where just the new generation will start to watch other.
But the cool thing is she's barely 19.
Yeah, which is making her. She
still has her fucking whole life.
Yeah, she has at least
young.
A couple more years in YouTube.
Oh yeah.
But she's making that YouTube money work for her and investing the money. So that's what's been cool to me to see.
Because not a lot of YouTubers do that. A lot of YouTubers just think, oh, I have the money, I'm gonna go buy this, buy that, but never invest or do something good with the money.
Yeah, but I think a lot of YouTubers now too are getting smarter. You know, I don't know if we ever get to the point where we're making like really good money off YouTube, that's what I would do. I mean, I would follow kind of the same roadmap as hers. Just start to invest it somewhere that's gonna be like longevity wise.
Oh, and she also has her fucking merch now.
Yeah. Oh, I want merch so bad, guys. Imagine OAP merch. That shit would be sick. I'd make some of the coolest merch ever.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
We'd be making kind of shirts like that one he's wearing, but it'd be really just simple.
Super nice.
Really nice.
Yeah, super. Oh,
it'd be pretty cool.
That'd be sick. No, but and then like the other YouTube channel that I've been watching a lot lately that I'm like, holy shit, if they can do it. Not to say that I'm comparing myself to them, but I'm like, they were able to do that. So that means that they're not the only ones that can do that. You know.
Are you talking about the Mexican one?
Yeah. And it's this Mexican channel. They started off, guys, literally like with the bare minimum, right, in podcasting. But the one thing I will give them, though, that I think they're really good at is marketing. They market the hell out of their videos and out of their channel. So they do that a lot with TikTok.
And their shit looks cool.
Yeah. TikTok and Instagram, I mean, they're badass. But seeing them kind of go from... I started following that channel when they had 1,000 subscribers. Just 1,000. That's not a lot of people, you know? And literally, as time went by, they uploaded as consistent as they were, kept the same schedule going, blah, blah, blah. And then out of nowhere, they hit 100K. And now they're close to 200K. I'm just like, whoa. But now they added on the producer's sister and her friend's podcast. Mm-hmm. They added on the host of the main channel's podcast, their channel too. Mm-hmm. So now they have 3 channels under that branding. So that's pretty cool. Plus, they helped start one of the guys that kind of got them to go big because of the connection they had together. They got his podcast going, and he has like 7,000 subscribers right now, which is pretty fucking cool to see too. Because that guy's gonna blow off too. He has a really cool vibe to him.
Yeah, he's really funny.
So I'm like, damn, that's badass, And so, and then they also have another channel just dedicated for one specific type of podcast that they do. Mm-hmm. That I'm not gonna say because I want to do that kind of the same idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this YouTube thing is like really a career now. Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy. Like if they asked you, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" I'm a YouTuber. Huh.
This girl has never, ever, whenever they ask her, like, let's say she goes to Starbucks and they're like, oh, you're recording, what do you do for a living? Or whatever, whatever the case is. She never says she's a YouTuber.
What'd she say?
Oh, I work from home, or, oh, I work here, like just some random ass place.
Yeah.
But she never fucking says that she's a YouTuber.
Would you say you're a YouTuber?
If I get big, maybe.
I don't think I would. Unless it was like I'm having like a conversation with, if it's someone from the street.
Random, like,
no. I'm saying, I work from home. I edit videos. I'm an editor or something like that. That's been one of the coolest things to see this process is that now I know how to, like I'm learning how to edit. Mm-hmm. And I'm learning how to like market myself, right? I'm not the best at it, but I'm marketing the podcast to the best of my knowledge right now. But a month ago, I didn't know how to market shit, I didn't know how to do this or do that. Like yesterday when I did the short, I felt so proud of myself. Okay. When we left to the store after I was done, as I was walking down, I was like, fuck, like I did that shit.
For real.
And it took me, 30 minutes? I mean, 30 minutes is 30 minutes. But
and it's a short.
And it's a short. And
it's just some seconds.
Yeah, but I'm like, damn, like I'm really learning how to do all this. Because that gives me hope that, like, maybe someone, if I get really good at editing or something, maybe someone will want to hire me for that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. They get paid pretty well, too.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, no, I'm really excited because it's pretty badass.
I mean, I even told him, now that we have a pretty good camera, I was like, you can become a fucking photographer.
Yeah. And my friends have told me I take pretty damn good pictures.
I'd have to see. Because the ones you take or the ones you used to take, I don't know.
Of myself, they're not the best, but...
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about me taking pictures of someone else, I know the angles. I just have that eye. I do. Uh-huh. I really do. I wish I had the video for my damn rap video that I did when I was in high school.
Your what?
The rap video that I did.
Rap. Oh.
Yeah. For that kid.
Uh-huh.
I wish I still had it so I could show you. I had those angles. I really did. But I don't have it anymore, so.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
I want to take some cool pictures.
I know. Soon. I really want to try this camera out, though, for pictures.
Well, yeah, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to try us taking some really nice pictures.
Yeah. I will say, guys, it's weird recording in public. Like, the first vlog that we have, it's... you guys will tell.
Cringe.
It's hella cringe. But listen, this is how you start, okay? That's the thing. That's the message. Excuse me. That's the message I want to share today with all y'all. You have to start somewhere.
For wheels.
I know.
For wheels.
Some people, like, when I was doing the research for a podcast, some people would say, like, just start. Even if you have to record on your phone, do it there. But start. You know? Have a lot of air.
You always do.
You think it's
I don't like it. Every single, especially when we record.
I know.
You're always, it's like, God damn, dude.
I don't know what it is, though.
I don't know. It's something with you though.
Because it's always just something with me recording.
Yeah.
I never do it any other time.
Yeah, you have some type of problem.
Yeah.
You
Shit.
figure it out.
Another problem to the list.
For real.
No, but yeah, the guy said just start recording on your phone. If that's what you have, start there. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Great
And
idea.
then I went and invested a lot of money. But
and
now we have the
camera,
podcast.
not just a phone, guys.
And a camera, yeah.
Did
Looks
he follow
the advice?
the advice? Not really.
What do you think about people that if they believe in something, let's say you have your life savings and it's let's say it's $5,000. So it's not that much, right?
Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, but it's a good amount of money, right? And they believe in this project, whatever that is. I don't know what that could be, but podcast, maybe it's doing taxes or, whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
Something that's not going to give you so much money back in the beginning, right? So let's say it's, let's say it's like a podcast,
Okay.
right? And you invest those $5,000 into that project. And at first...
Oh, boy. First of all, I'm pretty sure you're going to need more than that.
Well, yeah. But let's say, you buy your nice little camera, you buy your little mic, whatnot, this and that, maybe a computer if you need one, right?
How the hell are you? Okay.
It's $5,000. I mean, you can make the money work for you.
Okay.
It's your life savings. You're like, this is what I want to do.
Imagine having 5,000, huh?
Yeah.
$5,000 and calling it your life savings.
Well, maybe like as a 23-year-old, that's pretty good.
I have my life savings already. Oh yeah, how much? Fucking 500.
5,000.
5,000. I keep saying 500.
Yeah, it's 5,000, but I don't know. But it's still a good amount of money though. I mean, $5,000 is $5,000.
I mean, not enough for anything really.
I mean, yeah, a doctor visit will take that money.
Like if you really sit down and think about it.
Yeah, but let's say you have this money and you're like, I believe in this project. This is what I want to do. I think it's going to work out. I believe it's going to work out for me and whatnot. And you go and spend that money. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Like that decision? Do you think it's like it's a decision you have to be careful in doing? Or do you go based off your belief in what your gut and heart says?
I mean, sometimes you have to take the risk. I mean, if you don't take it,
when will you?
How do you know it's going to work for you?
Yeah.
How do you know it's not going to work for you?
Right. That is true.
And yeah, sometimes it is just the belief you have.
Right. What do you think are the keys?
Because sometimes, let's say you started this podcast, but right off, you're already like, I'm just going to try this, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Right.
Like, it's not going to go anywhere if you have that
If you're
mentality.
trying it.
Yeah.
That's what I caught myself saying that to a friend yesterday.
Yeah.
Where she's like, what'd she say? Oh, because I posted this clip on my Instagram about the reel, and she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, go check out the video. It's hella funny. She's like, I already did. She's like, you're really doing this, huh? And as I was typing, I was gonna say, I'm trying, yeah, but instead I erased that and I said, I'm doing the damn thing, and that's what I said instead, because I was like, if I in my head, if I'm saying I'm trying,
she's gonna be like, oh yeah, well, good luck.
yeah,
Some
or
shit
she
like
or she might think, oh, he's gonna quit or whatnot, but not even her. Forget her. Me in my head, or as I'm typing, reading, I'm trying. That's like, you're already like just saying, I have one foot in, one foot out. Mm-hmm. But if I say I'm doing the damn thing, or I'm doing this, it's both feet in, and I'm actually doing it. Like I'm not gonna stop when things get hard or whatnot.
Yeah, and that's what I've learned throughout.
And there's a lot of lessons.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like even just with sickness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
let's say you feel like you're getting sick and you're just like, oh, I'm getting sick, like I don't feel good, this and that.
Yeah.
Well, of course you're gonna get sick if you're just putting all this negative energy into you. But let's say you're like, okay, I'm not gonna get sick, I'm good, I feel good, even though you don't feel that good.
Yeah. You still like today in the morning when I told you, my throat feels a little bit scratchy and whatnot. That's
like you could have stayed in bed all day.
Yeah, but I just said that and I completely forgot about my throat the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Tell them that I'm talking about it, but because I was like, if I think about it, I'm gonna.
And how do you feel right now?
I felt good, My throat's a little dry, but I'm not gonna cry
Drink
here.
some Red Bull. Yeah.
You may say. Man, that Red Bull is delicious.
They're so good.
No, but it goes with everything. Like sometimes I'll post right on my story about the podcast and things like that. Like yesterday, the clip, and I'm like, like the doubt or the.
Oh, what are they gonna say?
Yeah, that will come in as like, what will people think? But
because I mean that short was
Hey, listen, it's not an easy short. It's like a fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's funny though. But I was like,
you knew that if you posted that little part, it was gonna grab people's attention just because it's. Who says that?
Right.
And it's funny,
It is, yeah. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But again, if I would have let that fear of what people are going to think beat me, I would have never posted that clip. Yeah. And because of that clip, that video, the actual podcast video, did, I think...
It did get views.
It did get the views to where now it matches the first video. So that tells me, I'm like, okay, like there's something there, like people are tuning in.
That's why I'm saying, like, you have to post some funny content.
Yeah.
It can't just be boring, like, okay, today, guys, we're going to talk about freaking...
astronomy.
Yeah. Like, okay, but what about it?
Right. What about it? And that's what's been really cool to see. It's the growth, Because I was like, how the fuck do you even make a reel?
Yeah.
Like
we were just sitting and all of a sudden he's like, I'm going to make a reel. How do you make a reel?
And I looked on YouTube. How do you make a reel? I saw...
And then he just started playing around with it. And
10 seconds of a video and I was like, I know how to do it. And I got it. It's not the best, but shit, it worked. Right? So that's what's been really cool to see. It's like, holy fuck. Like, it's all really a mental thing, Like today, so we didn't record yesterday, and we should have, right? We should have recorded 2 episodes yesterday, but we didn't.
Yeah.
And today, I was thinking, the first thing when I woke up, I just didn't say anything, but I was thinking when I woke up, I was like, well, we have this to do, we have this to do, we have here to go. Where's the time for the podcast? We need to record an episode.
We always make the time for it, though, I feel like.
But
even if we have a really tight schedule, I feel like we always find a little gap.
Yeah, but the key thing is that in my head, recording the podcast is there. Like, it's no exception,
Yeah.
Because it's important, If we didn't record today, then our consistency break.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to avoid as best as I can. But if I would have been like, oh yeah, well, I'll just miss uploading tonight, Monday.
Yeah.
And
what if people are waiting for it?
Exactly. And what if someone is waiting for that podcast in the morning?
They're waiting for it and you don't post, and then you could even lose a freaking
follower.
A follower.
Well, follower or a supporter. I want to call it supporter.
Yeah.
A supporter of the podcast.
A friend.
All because in my head I gave up before I even looked at the options that I had. So, and what's really been really cool is that there's been people that actually have DM'd me that are like, yeah, dude, like I love the podcast, or you guys are getting really good at it and it's really funny, things like that.
Yeah.
That's been like the coolest thing.
I feel like it's just hard here where we live to grow a following. Just because of the way people are.
Yeah.
Have you noticed, like, let's say you become a fucking some type of like a singer.
Right.
A lot of people that know you don't want to click on it just because they know you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I don't like this person, so I'm not gonna even watch his stuff.
Yeah. No,
or, he looks this way, so I'm just...
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
It's really hard. People are really judgmental here.
Yeah, I think within your community, you're only gonna get so many supporters or followers or whatever you want to call them, right? Because a lot of the people there are just like, it's Brandon. I already know who he is. What the fuck is he gonna? Whatever.
What the fuck is he gonna post that I want to watch?
Right, like whatever their case is, or maybe
that's not with him.
Yeah, or that's not exciting or whatnot. So
like he was dumb in school, so why would I want to watch this?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying you're dumb, but right. It's just that.
Yeah, so like in the community, I think you're only gonna get so many, right? It's only gonna be a number that's past that. It's gonna be really hard in the community, but
because look at my following. Yeah. When I post about the podcast, it's not a lot of.
But if it's a picture of you, yourself, it's a different story.
Which I find fucking crazy. Okay, I be getting fucking hearts, let's say. Mm-hmm. Let's say I at least get like 50 hearts on a post.
Of herself.
On a story, not a post.
Right.
When it's just me.
Right.
And then I post about the podcast, and
you
it's like 5 little hearts. And I'm just like, well, shit.
Yeah. But this is how I think about it, because if I think about that will discourage me. I know for a fact, I know that if I pay attention to how many people from around here listen or what people really think around here, although there's been some great support, I'll get discouraged if it's bad, because we do live in such a small town that word gets around quick, right? But I know that. So the beautiful thing about social media is that you can reach others, right? So let's say someone on YouTube sees the little short I posted yesterday, and that person's from fucking North Dakota. That person follows me from North Dakota, and he likes me. He likes my content, and he thinks I'm funny.
Or just they pop up in the reels they're watching.
Right. Like that person's from North Dakota. I don't know that person, but then he supports me, right? So you start to get these supporters from all these other places, because in your community, let's say you get 100 supporters and that's it. Well, there's 350 million people around the country, so, if you get your name big enough or you post enough to where people see you, then you'll get those supporters and whatnot.
It just takes time and consistency.
It does. And
that's really all of it.
Yeah. And the other thing I try to keep in mind is that to be grateful for what we have right now. Yeah. The supporters we have right now. It's not many, but how I was telling my aunt yesterday, because we were at my aunt's yesterday, and I was telling her,
oh yeah, that's cool. Like,
yeah, I told her, I was like, yeah, we do a podcast and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, that's cool and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, how many listeners are you getting, or how many views? And I told her the number, and I was like, it's not that many, but imagine that amount of people in this house right now. That's a lot of fucking people, right? They don't even fit in there, I don't think. Yeah. Right? And so I'm like, that's what's badass is that, and that's what I have to think about, and we have to think about, I think, as a person who does use, right, who's a social media influencer, quote unquote, is to be grateful for what you have in the moment, right? Because those people that we have right now listening to us, thank you all for listening to us. They're probably from around here. Probably. And I'm grateful for them because they're making this more believable.
I wish I knew who the people were.
I know.
But then again, I don't know. Because if I see them in public and I know they're watching my shit or something, I'm like, ah.
And that's what we were talking about yesterday, right? How Bad Bunny said no to a picture, and you're like, I'm like, yeah, well, I can see why he said no, but you're like, but that's still fucked up because
it's fucked up.
He's eating because of them.
Everything he has is because of his following.
Right.
Like he wouldn't be where he is right now in fucking a beach. Right. Getting fucking sand tanned.
Yeah. Tanned.
I mean, tanned.
Right.
And that's if it wasn't for the listeners. Drinking a fucking margarita. Yeah. That he doesn't have to worry about how he's going to pay. Right. How many days he can stay fucking tanning. Yeah. He doesn't have to worry about any of that.
Now he does. From what I know, he has done a lot for the community.
Oh yeah.
So we're not making.
A lot of people do a lot for the community. They just don't speak on it because if they speak on it, everybody's like,
"Oh, you just did that for this."
Like you just did it for the views, or you just did it for this.
Yeah.
Like, it's shitty. Like, you can't do anything.
But I think the biggest like satisfaction you can get is helping someone and not having to do that for views or for attention. Mm-hmm. It's you're just doing it out of good heart, goodwill, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was telling Jack, I was like, if anyone ever came to me and said, hey dude, like, can I take a picture with you? Now that would be a fucking crazy moment. I'd be like, whoa. Like that's
like,
kinda
give me a minute.
That's kind of weird, bro.
Hold me. Hold
yeah.
me.
No, but I don't think I would ever reject the picture just because, yeah, like you said, like those people, the people that support you, they're the ones feeding you and your family. You have to be grateful for that. Mm-hmm. And it's shitty sometimes to see that people, they don't care about them, you know? They're supporters.
Like just because they're having a shitty day, they're like, nah, like fuck off, you know?
Yeah, and they're even rude.
Like Bad Bunny's not the only one that has.
Oh no, there's been
no.
countless of artists and other people. What's our time?
55.
So, message of the day. Fucking.
Why are you making that face? Message of the day.
I'm fucking pumped up right now.
Look at his angry face, guys.
No, message of the day, guys.
Be grateful for what you have.
Be grateful for what you have and keep your mind positive. Keep it going, you know? Because the people who are listening to this and you're watching this right now, you right there, you staring at the fucking screen. Yeah, you.
Or you listening through your fucking AirPods.
Yeah, you. You. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And thank you for keeping this whole thing going. Because you make me dream. Make me believe.
You're the reason I'm here.
You're the reason why week after week we post
cringy,
3 episodes a week. And we don't stop, not for anyone or anything. All right? So for you, I'm grateful. Love you all.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome, baby.
I know this whole time you were pointing at me.
No, but yeah, guys, for real, like, go after it. Go after something you want to do, whatever that is. Shit, if you want to start a restaurant, go after it. Like, if you have to start small and save up $50 to start your restaurant, save up $50, 25, whatever that is. But start somewhere. So anyways, love y'all. Take care. Bye. This is the end of the episode. See you around.
Bye-bye.